Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution Weekend Edition, episode 823. Let's take a drink. I'll take a swig of coffee for that. Good morning. Rocking my Club 400 hoodie. Only 3 more sleeps until I'm in Arizona for spring training. The forecast does not look good. I mean, it looks better than Wisconsin, but it looks chilly. I want Arizona to be in the upper 80s to like 90. Like 85 to 90 is the perfect spring training weather, in my opinion. So right now, Madison, Wisconsin, we're at 29 degrees. Let's look at Mesa. Where's Mesa? Arizona. Mesa. It's only 40 effing degrees in Mesa, Arizona right now. It's only 11 degrees warmer. It should be like 50 degrees warmer. It's 40 degrees, although it's going to be 70 as a daytime high. It's going to warm up. Okay, so I get there Tuesday night. So my first full day in Arizona will be Wednesday, 73. That's a lot better than 33. I'll take it. Thursday's high 64. Pack the pants. I'm going to have to probably wear the Club 400 hoodie on Thursday. I think there is a Sloan Park game on Thursday. I think it's Wednesday. What is it? Wednesday? It might be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, I think are the home games, because there's 4 games that I'll be going to at Sloan Park. Friday, 68, Saturday, 75. Then, as I'm getting ready to leave, Sunday, Monday in the 80s. So at least on getaway days, Tuesday morning. My 2 full days, the last 2 full days in Arizona will be in the 80s, 81 and 83. Hopefully this forecast changes for the better, the warmer. Once I get there, I fly out Tuesday afternoon, so I'll get there Tuesday night. So I'm looking forward to my spring training trip. My friends from Club 400, watching baseball, getting autographs. I'm going to be finishing up my autograph book today. I had to get more photo corners. I ran out because I'm bringing so many cards. I'm filling up basically 2 of those books. So I'm looking forward to it. Last night, the Cubs played the Padres. Now, this is only spring training, but the Cubs threw a no-hitter. Now, it wasn't your conventional one pitcher no-hitter. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I know that's not, I know it's spring training. I wonder, spring training and regular season, what's the record for most pitchers to combine for a no-hitter? I'm sure it's been done in spring training a few times over the years. 7 seems like a pretty high number. What's the record for, I wonder, regular season no-hitter? It's got to be like 5 or 6, right? So 7 pitchers combined for the no-hitter last night against the Padres. Justin Steele was the starter, who, by the way, Justin Steele's going to be the guest at Club 400 in April, Thursday, April 6th. It's the Baseball is Back party. Justin Steele will be the guest at Club 400. I'm tentatively going. I've been summoned for jury duty that week, so I need some tips on how to get out of jury duty. Hopefully by Thursday, hopefully I don't have to report at all. I know that's not going to happen. I'm going to have to report. Hopefully they don't pick me. And I'll be at Club 400 on Thursday, April 6th. I think tickets go on sale this coming week. So if you're in the Chicago area, check out Club 400. Probably the best way. People ask me all the time, well, how can I get invited to Club 400? It's not really everyone's invited. Come out if you're in Arizona. From now on, the rest of spring training, the Club 400 tailgate tent is up along the walking path between the Performance Center and Sloan Park, where the players walk. The players walk right by, and many of the players stop and hang out. So, hint, if you're out there, Club 400 tent along the walking path. Tell them Bo sent you from 1 Million Cubs, and you'll get a Club 400 beer and koozie. What else? I think they're giving out sunglasses this year at the Club 400 tent. So stop on by, ask for JP and say, Bo, Pizza Stain, 1 million Cubs sent you. Pizza Stain. I wore a white polo on the first day of spring training last year. JP makes amazing homemade pizza at the tailgate tent. My first bite, pizza sauce right on my white polo. I'm not going to pack my white polo this year. I may not wear I may not wear any short sleeve shirts this year, looking at the forecast. So 7 pitchers combined on a no-hitter. Justin Steele, who I just said, Club 400, April 6th, he went 2 innings. Javier Assad went 2 innings, so he picked up the win. Brad Boxberger, who's a new Cubby. Adbert Alzolay. My buddy Jeremiah Estrada, who has his own 1 of 1 from Leaf that came from my collection. A trade through Ethan Roberts. Ethan's got to hook me up with a jersey at spring training. Cam Sanders, whose dad was a Cub. Scott Sanders, who pitched in Major League Baseball. I'm high on Cam Sanders, and he is like an under-the-radar pitcher. He if he's on any like organizational Cubs prospect lists, he's typically towards the bottom in like the 25 through 30 on a top 30. But I think, and I assume he was at AAA last year. I think he was at Iowa. He'll probably start again at Iowa. But I think Cam Sanders is going to be a good pitcher in Major League Baseball. It may be as a reliever, but I think he's going to be really good. He's comes from Major League Baseball bloodlines. His dad was Scott Sanders. So I think Cam Sanders is going to be a good pitcher. And Zach Birdie, who I think was with the Twins last year. I can't remember. Not Zach Birdie. Nick Birdie. So he closed the game out. Nick Birdie. So 7 pitchers on the combined no-hitter. Let's go into the chat. What do we got going on this morning? Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Dystemic in the house. What's up? Maybe by the time I'm there. And I think you're going out the end of March. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I have games at Sloan Park, Cubs games. I'm looking forward to the Friday game because that's the White Sox. Wednesday's Team Canada, so that'll be cool. There's a couple Cubs and a couple former Cubs on the Team Canada team. Team Canada team. Saturday's my I'm just gonna be hanging out at the backfields. There's no home game. That's the day I'm thinking about maybe going to a World Baseball Classic. I think the Team USA plays. Who is it? Team USA. I can't remember. Who the Saturday game is. UK. Might be the UK. Sunday, there's a home game at Sloan. Monday's my last day. No home games at Sloan Parks. Monday might be just my hang out all day at the backfields, and then maybe card shop day on Monday. And then my flight's at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, which is good and bad. I actually love morning flights. Earlier, the better. 5 a.m. flight, 6 a.m. flight, love them. Even though I can't sleep on a plane, I'm just so tired. Because I'm kind of a nervous flyer. I'm getting better as I get older. I used to be a really nervous flyer. And I used to fly a lot more. Now that I fly less, I'm actually more content. When I worked at the university, I flew a lot and I was freaking nervous all the time. Probably could have had something to do with the losing altitude, masks coming down, flight attendants freaking out. That might have had something to do with it. I'll never fly to Youngstown again. Let's see. Where are we at? Ed, good morning. What's up, Ed? Good morning, Randy. What's happening? Brian in the house. Victor, good morning. Micah, we just talked about that. Actually, I saw that. That's why I went into the no-hitter. Zach and Porter are here. What's up? Good morning. Have a nice day. We are going to do our best to get to Oak Creek today. Congrats on the no-hitter. Maybe Tops Now will make a card for it. That would be cool. I know it's only spring training, but it's still fun. And it's still, the last couple of years as a Cubs fan, there hasn't been much to get excited about since 2017, then we had hopes. Hopes started to diminish by 2018, and here we are. It's 5 years. 5 years of kind of bad baseball in Chicago, on the north side of Chicago. So I'm bullish on the Cubs, bullish on the Bears. I think the Cubs are going to be a wild card team this year. Red Light 34, what's happening? Good morning to you. We've got Vernon in the house. What's up? He's in Hawaii. What is your eBay store? eBay store is in the link, and let me drop the link in the chat as well for you. Let's see. Oh, I added some Bowman last night. I was hanging out on the couch. So I mentioned yesterday, bragged on my wife. She got second place for in real estate in the company for the region, and then fifth in the state. And she's working on a deal. She's co-listed a big house, and it's been kind of a stressful thing going on. So she was with the other lady that she co-listed with, and I didn't bring it down, but the other lady made wristbands that say WWAD. What would Amy do? Amy's my wife. And I'm like, I need to wear this just to look down. I'm at the grocery store, which, by the way, my wife, she gets home and she was watching like some comedian. And I'm like, who is Steve somebody? Funny as hell. And so true. Talking about dudes not knowing what the hell they're doing at the grocery store or really anything. Wives always questioning the husbands. And so I'm at the grocery store. What would Amy, kind of like yesterday. Like, I don't know what I'm doing at the grocery store. Like, I just buy what we typically always buy. And sometimes I don't look. That's my problem. I don't look to see what we need. So yesterday I go on a grocery store run. And I got a haircut. I needed a haircut. I was getting shaggy. So I went to post office. Then I got my haircut. Then I went to Walmart because I wanted to get some team bags. I just put in a huge supply order. Guess what I didn't buy? Team bags. So I went to Walmart. They're fairly cheap, and I don't use them that often anyway. So if I have to pay like 3 cents a team bag, I'm okay, as opposed to 1 cent getting it online in bulk. Anyway, so I got that from Walmart. Where was I going with this? Oh, the grocery store. So I go to the grocery store, and I knew we needed deli meat. Because earlier that day, I open up, we give our dog deli meat for lunch, and I don't know if that's a good thing, but we do. And I pick up some ham out of the crisper. Why do they call it a crisper anyway? Anyway, somebody Google that. So my wife, I said, is this ham any good? And she's like, oh, no, that's old. I'm like, okay, I'm going to pitch that. And so I'm like, I think the turkey's good. So I start putting turkey in, and all of a sudden I get to like the bottom, and I pull a piece of, I'm like, oh, and it's like, oh, turkey's not good either. Like, I will go to the grocery store this afternoon. So I knew we needed deli meat. I knew we needed, my wife likes the popcorners, the chips, the pop chips, whatever they are. So I knew we needed those. What else did I get? Just some random stuff. And my wife eats Zone bars. And sometimes if I'm like on the run, now I work from home. I just usually bagel and breakfast burritos is what I eat for breakfast. But back in the day when I had to go to the office, I would get like Zone bars, protein bars, stuff like that. So we were out of Zone bars. Now, when I go to the grocery store, because I'm not very good at remembering things and buying groceries. So my wife has to give me a list. Now, am I blaming my wife for me forgetting shit? I'm like, I went to the grocery store. You know, you're like, oh, like, hey, honey, I went to the grocery store. You didn't even have to tell me. Usually, and this is what this comedian said during his like spiel. He's like, if your wife says, are you planning on going to the store today? That's not a question. That's a statement like, you are going to the grocery store today. That means I don't have time to go to the store to get groceries. So that means you are going to make time to go to the grocery store and get groceries. And I'm like, oh my God, that is exactly how things roll in this house. He is so true. So true. I'm so proud because my wife didn't. I recognized the fact that we were out of things, and I took it upon myself to make the statement, honey, I will go get the groceries today. So just, yes, I have recognized a problem and I have formed a solution. I am going to the grocery store. And I'm the hero, right? Wrong. Because I didn't get all the right shit I was supposed to get. So my wife opens the pantry last night. She takes a quick look at the granola bar section of the pantry. You didn't get Zone bars. Oh, totally defeated. Totally defeated. Here I thinking I am the hero of the household for finding a problem, identifying a problem, forming a solution. And then I failed at buying granola bars. I was so defeated. So damn defeated. I forgot to get Zone bars. Damn it. So what do I say? But I got you pop chips. Didn't pop chips. You didn't get Zone bars. I'll do better, honey. I'll do better next time. So I don't know how that came about, but let's go back to the chat. Good Saturday morning to Tracy. What's happening? My brother and Bert Blyleven's birthday, April 6th. Very cool. Zach says, Vernon, I tried to give you his link, but sans wrench, it looks like MySpace code, right? Link is in the chat. Also in the description to my eBay store. Check it out. If you buy 7 or more cards at regular price, you'll get 25% off. Here's another tip to my eBay store. If they're $1.50 cards and you want a whole bunch of them, 25% off $1.50 is like $1.13. But if you want like a bunch and buy a bunch, let's like, well, what's a bunch? You have 32,000 listings. Is a bunch 20,000 or is a bunch 8? If you want like 7 or 8 cards, send me offers at $1 and I'll accept them. But I will say, if you want a $1.50 card and you send me an offer for $1, I'm going to counter it at $1.40, and I'm not going to come off $1.40 on a single card. And some people will get upset. Well, why do you have offers open if you're not going to accept them? Well, because if you buy 8 at $1, I don't lose money. But if I accept your $1 offer on a single card, I lose money. And then you say, well, you have 99-cent cards in your store. Yes, because I'm too lazy to change that pricing. So that's my service to you. You get a card for a cheap price and I lose money. Leave me positive feedback. At least I'm getting something out of the deal for losing money. So that's the whole thing about offers. I had somebody send me an offer last night for 99 cents on a single card. I countered at $1.40. They countered at $1. Thanks for the extra penny, and said, this is a 20 to 30 cent common. Okay, then go buy it for 20 or 30 cents. Why are you spending it? Why do you want to spend $1 with me? I appreciate you spending 3 times, 5 times what it's worth with me, but I still lose money. You're paying $1. I'm losing money, and eBay basically gets all that $1. Actually, no, eBay doesn't get all that $1. eBay and the post office split that $1. So that's That's why I have offers open, even on the $1.50 cards. So you can come in and send me offers on 8, 9, 10. The more the merrier, and I'll accept them at $1 each. Now, please don't take offense if I counter back at $1.40 when you have like 7, because sometimes I think I was at like 30 offers because I was behind in shipping this week. So I wasn't even entertaining offers. And I know that's bad, but I just didn't take the time to counter or decline or accept or anything. So, and I know that's not bad. I will do better. So that's why I have offers open, even on the $1.50 cards. Again, you got to think big picture. It's not a single transaction. It's the same with selling. Why do you waste your time selling $1.50 cards? Because I want people to come in and buy 20 of them, and not just one. If you buy one, I'm more than happy to sell you a single card. More than happy. I enjoy that as well. Let's see. John is here. John, I'm bummed about your video, because I really enjoy your content. You do great work, and you will be missed. And hopefully this is just a pause, but I get it. Even though I'm gonna miss your content for the time being, I do understand that creating content, videos, are time consuming. Unless you just turn the microphone on and just talk about what you ate for dinner last night. That doesn't take any work on my end. But if you want to create good content, it does. It takes time, and there's burnout. I mean, I do cards still as a hobby and as a business, and I get burned out. And fortunately, my wife sometimes recognizes that. She's like, "Call Mark, go to the bar. You haven't gone out in 9 days." Oh shit, has it been that long? Get out of the house. So I get the burnout factor, but you will be missed. So hopefully it's just a brief hiatus, and you'll get back to it, because we do, and I'm not the only one that feels that. I know a lot of others love your content as well. Let's see. Victor is in the house. Let's see. Oh, I skipped too far ahead. Where we at? There we go. John says, I told you the surefire way to get out of jury duty: refundable plane ticket. Oh, see, and here's the thing. Okay. Oh, I feel so guilty. I would feel guilty. Doing that. I don't know why. I would feel bad. I shouldn't, right? I'm sure somebody out there is like, it's your civic duty to serve on the jury. I don't give a rat's ass about my civic duty serving on a jury. Let somebody else do it. If somebody says that and they're in Dane County, can I like call the courthouse and be like, hey, Jim down in Stoughton says it's my civic duty to serve on the jury. I don't give a rat's ass about that, but Jim does. Can we like flip flop? Can Jim serve on the jury instead because he is adamant that it's my civic duty? Does that work? Can we do that? Tradesies. Let's see. Where are we at? How's the Sox doing? Zach and Porter says, I will say it again, Bo equals Jerry, Ethan, Keith Hernandez. Oh, wait. Okay, I will say it again. Bo equals Jerry, Ethan equals Keith Hernandez, and Keating equals Elaine. That was I love Seinfeld, and that episode, one of the all-timers. That might be my favorite Seinfeld episode. What are your favorite Seinfeld? And Seinfeld it's a love-hate show. Like either you love it or you hate it. I love Seinfeld's comedy. Absolutely love it. And that episode was awesome. I'm trying to think of what other Seinfeld episodes. I'm gonna have to go back and is it on Peacock? I bet Seinfeld is on Peacock. I'll have it on in the background. John says, what's up is his heart rate. He's doing a little cardio. That's something I've been lacking. I'll get some cardio in next week, running from ball field to ball field. Mookie Chilson, what's up? What do you think Seiya will do this year? I like him a lot. Got his auto. Yes. So I love Seiya Suzuki. I love everything about him. He's a good dude. He's a nice guy. He's funny, and he's a really good baseball player. He got jacked in the offseason, and I think that may have led to his injury. So I don't know. They haven't really set a timetable on how long he's going to be out. He's skipping the World Baseball Classic, and I don't know. I'm going to have to reach out to my people in Arizona that are out there. Like, is Seiya still in Arizona? I should actually just ask Ethan because he knows. Because I think he flew to Japan, or he was scheduled to fly to Japan because that's where the pool play was for World Baseball Classic for Team Japan, which he was a member of. But I don't know if he just skipped that flight because he's injured. And so I don't know if he's in Arizona or not. But I think it's certainly going to affect his speed, and it might even affect his defense out in right field because he even admitted he's slower. But I'm excited to see what he can do with his new frame, and it might be, I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait and see. But I think he, hopefully, injury aside, he should have a great year. I do have his auto. In fact, it was when I got Seiya Suzuki's autograph last year at spring training, it was kind of just luck. And here's how. So I was on the backfields. It was I think it was a night game. The Cubs played a night game on the road. So basically I was hanging out on the backfields, watching minor league practice. And then the rest of the day, I was just going to go back to the hotel and hang out because I don't really do anything at night. I go to bed at like 7. So my buddy Alex, who unfortunately he's already been out there, we were out on the backfields. And so he's like, hey, do you want to go hang out outside the performance center? And so there's a little like kind of between the walkway between the performance center and Sloan Park. There's and where the front door is, where the players walk in. It's it's all fenced off, but they made a cut in. I think it was actually Theo Epstein's idea for a cut into the fence so you could like hand baseballs, cards, whatever in between this hole in the fence to get autographs. How cool is that? Like that's the mentality I think is really cool to have. Like at the top level, think of that when you're designing a complex. So Alex, my buddy Alex was like, let's go. He's like, are you doing it? I'm like, well, it's lunchtime. I was thinking about getting some lunch. He's like, why don't we go hang out just to see if any players come in since it's a night game? And I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, I think I'm just going to go get lunch and call it a day. And so we're walking back. And so we're walking around like the front sidewalk. And we get up there and I look over and there's like a dad and his son at the fence. And I'm like, okay, well, somebody else is there. So maybe, because I had never stood there to get autographs. So I'm like, okay, I'll hang out just for a little bit, just to see what's going on. So we walk up there and, a couple players trickled in. Clint Frazier came up. He signed for us. Nico Horner came over and signed. Rowan Wick. Who else? I got like 4 or 5. I got Frazier. I got Horner. I can't remember. There were a couple other guys and Seiya Suzuki. And Suzuki comes over. He was great. I took a selfie. I mean, there's a fence between us. Took a selfie with Seiya, and he signed a baseball for me. So really cool dude. Zach and Porter says White Sox are showing hustle and heart. I like the coach. Abreu's interview yesterday confirms that La Russa killed the clubhouse. And that's kind of me not being a White Sox fan. That's kind of from the outside looking in. It's like, man, this clubhouse is going to shit. And, who do you look to first? The manager. And Zach mentions the last Comiskey doc. I've seen Zach tweet about that, and it's something that I'm going to write that down. Where's my pen? That's going to be another t-shirt. Where's my pen? There it is. Where are we at? Where's my pen? Make sure. Okay. What was it called? Last Comiskey. Come on, damn it. Last. And it's on YouTube. Okay. Oh, okay. And I just dropped the, there we go. There we go. Last Comiskey on YouTube. I'm going to check that out. Victor worked at Comiskey as an usher. Very cool. Raphael in the house. What's happening? Red Light says I add some cards to my eBay store and started printing some couch card holders. Yes. And so what he's referencing, check out what Red Light 34 is making. Let's put that Jalen Carter in there. Check that out. Couch people card holders. Love it. Freaking cool as hell. Let's see. Shaw Cards in the morning. Shaw Cards, what's happening? Good morning. Zach says, when people ask your wife how well she's doing at work, she should respond, well, my hubby quit his job to sell baseball cards, and I just bought a new house, so I'm killing it right now. That's fair. That's fair. She sells houses, and I play with baseball cards. Where are we at? Paul in the house. What's up? Good morning. Bink Scott is here. Good morning to you. Terry McDaniel, baseball card curmudgeon. Brian says you can bulk edit the 99-cent cards with just a few clicks. I could. I actually don't. I wonder how many 99-cent cards I have in my store. There's still like a lot of my NBA premium stock. There's a lot. But what I've actually found, I probably sell more 99-cent cards in volume transactions than what I do is single cards. Every once in a while I'll sell I think I mailed a couple out yesterday, but I think more often than not, people come in and I'm still selling those NBA premium stocks from a couple of years ago. I had like 3,000 of them. They back at release, they were selling great, but now it's basically free money at this point. So I just leave them in. They're grandfathered in. If I lose 10, 15 cents on the transaction, hopefully they leave me positive feedback. I'll slip in my Hobby Evolution card. Maybe it's a YouTube subscription. So that's kind of how I look at it. It's my Costco rotisserie chicken. Austin in the house. What's up, Austin? John says guilty people aren't supposed to be in a juror's box to begin with. Hey, there you go. I lied to get it. Is that perjury if I lied to get out of jury duty? That sounds like it's illegal if I lied to get out of jury duty. Austin says Brewers are going to win the World Series. What crack are you smoking, Austin? Ugh. Brewers. I think the Brewers are going to get third place in the NL Central. Yes, you heard it here first. The Cardinals are going to win the NL Central. Let me go puke in my coffee cup. Cubs are going to get second, and they'll take the second wild card in the National League, and the Brewers will be on the outside playing golf in October. John loves jury duty, but people have to earn. Civic duty includes paying taxes. There you go. That's my civic duty. I'm paying taxes. Thank you, John. Zach says not wanting to do something and asking someone else to do it is it is American. Gosh darn it. Have you seen the FB What Layers survey of their teams? Fascinating. Have you seen the FB What Layers survey of their teams? Zach is stepping away. Who speaks John? Anybody in here speak John? What the hell is he trying to say? Terry, standard envelope question. Package is marked delivered for the last 8 to 10 days, but buyer says he hasn't received it yet. Do I issue a refund? That's a tricky question, which I still don't know the answer to. Here's my thought. Look at the feedback. If it's somebody with like lower feed, I don't know, under 200, under 100, that would be part of, like, how are they communicating? If they just opened a claim without messaging, how did they word the claim? I take all of that into account because sometimes it sounds fishy and it's like, I think they might be pulling one over. Google the username, the eBay username, because sometimes it'll pop up on blowout forums or other sites. And it's like, all of a sudden there's like 7 or 8 people. This guy is claiming it's not delivered. So if that's the case, if your hinky meter goes up, just plug that tracking number, have them open a claim if they haven't already. If they've opened a claim, enter the tracking number into the claim and you won't lose your money. But there's no right answer. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. Well, I guess there could be a wrong answer depending on how you handle it. Because here's the thing, you could do that. You could plug in, have them open an item not received claim, and you plug in the tracking number. eBay will side with you because it says it's delivered. But that could piss off your customer. You could lose future business because he could be, I mean, we all know the standard envelope system, the USPS in general, not just standard envelope, is not exactly accurate at times. So he could be 100% honest. And if that happened to me, because I've had stuff like, well, it says it was delivered, but I never received it. And I get it. And like, and if somebody like did that and I lost money and the card, I'd be effing pissed, right? So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, which sucks. But if there's reports of this guy pulling it on several other people, that's how I would handle it. But you could also have a pissed off customer who doesn't do business with you in the future, and he could leave you negative feedback. Now, eBay doesn't really put anything like, you will go to eBay and say, hey, this negative feedback's bullshit. And they're like, oh, well, it doesn't mean anything in the back. Well, it means something because that's how my customers look to see if I'm a legit seller. And I've got these bullshit claims. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If it's like a $2 card, I shouldn't say this because I don't want people like, oh, I can get a free card out of him. So just refund the money. You can always refund the money, have them open a claim. Always have them open a claim. Open a claim, refund the money, and then do the insurance claim. And just for those listening, if you don't know about the eBay this is for standard insurance only. This is the claim in the chat. So file a claim. Since it is delivered, you may or may not get your refund. And I would tend to side with you're probably not going to get your money back. There has been occasions where you will. Basically, in those instances, eBay will give the customer his money back and give you money back. So it's coming out of eBay. And I think that's the fund. I think when they do that, when eBay gives the buyer and the seller money back, that money is coming from the transaction fees that they overcharge me. All of those overcharges go into a fund where, we've got Bo's transaction fee overages. So we're going to give both the buyer and the seller over on this transaction their money back. So there's no right way. It's just, you do it one way, you take your chances on a negative feedback and a lost customer. You do it the other way, and you take the chance of losing your money. Rich says, what the heck are you doing on so early? I didn't even realize it. I woke up this morning, and I was fumbling around on my phone, and I went down to make coffee, came to set the stream up, and then I went to get my coffee. I came back down. I'm like, it's only 7:30. This is early for a Saturday. And I'm like, well, screw it. I'm already ready, so let's go. Rich says the standard, hit that like button. We've done great this morning on that part. Thank you. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Scotty Dubs is here. What's up? Good morning. I've been listing 70s Hostess and Kellogg cards, and I did not realize how popular they are. Man, Food issue and oddballs are crazy popular. I love when I get bulk lots and I see like a stack of like food issue. I love it because I can throw those in my eBay store and it's easy money. So there's a tip if you're digging through those dime boxes, looking to make a few pennies. Food issues or trading card. I know a lot of people eye this stuff up for trading card database and trades because it's popular on trades through trading card database as well. I shouldn't say that because I know there's some people that might be watching that might be in this chat that are like, Bo, you're giving away my secrets. John says, can you search by price in your listings? I think so. Let me check it out. Let's see. I'm pretty sure if you go to, so I'm going to click on my eBay store. And where's it at? eBay store. So here's my listings. We're going to go see all. So right now, I think it comes up with newest. Yep, newly listed comes up first. Lowest price and shipping. And here we go. So I got a lot of basketball singles. So I've got an Isaiah Whitehead Panini Complete Rookie card. It's 99 cents with free shipping. That means I lose money, so you get a good deal. Hey, I've got an SI for kids, Marcus Colston for 99 cents. Remember, I was listing, there's a Topps Gold, Adam Conley, some WCW wrestling cards, 99 cents free shipping. British Bulldog. I think, hey, Uncle Rich mentioned British Bulldog in the chat the other day. I've got a lot of wrestling cards for 99 cents. Remember my eBay store, my link, and I think it's still live, 99centcards.com goes straight to my eBay store. So 99, and that's the number 9 and the number 9 again, 99centcards.com, because that was kind of my marketing gimmick. Let's see. Where are we at? Let's see. By the way, there's another Ethan Roberts superfractor that surfaced. It's his Topps Chrome Auto Superfractor. Ethan just woke up. Wait, what? That was his response. Wait, what? Somebody has it on eBay for like $1,000 or best offer. So Ethan's probably going shopping as we speak. Oh, what's he say? Oh shit, he says. That means, oh shit, I'm spending more money. Let's see. Where are we at? Scotty Dubs. John says you can, we just talked about that. Bulk editing, store categories, and shipping are the only two I've done. Big Chunka's in the house. First weekend show. Heck yeah. Where we at? Uncle Rich to John. You do realize that you bookended your guests on your show with me as the first video guest and Dr. Jim Beckett as the final. John says, who's the second best Brewers player ever? I vote Cecil Cooper. Is it Cecil or Cecil? Second best. Man, I'm going, yeah, I'm with Uncle Rich here. Robin Yount, Paul Molitor. I don't count Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron only spent 1 year in a Brewers uniform, so I'm not going to go down that hole. So I'll say Robin Yount, number 1, and I think I'm with Uncle Rich. Paul Molitor, number 2. Rich says, John, I saw that the Commanders were the lowest ranked team. Football players survey. John says, off the cardio now. Sorry, sitting down and watching Lycra stretched beyond its limits. Let's see. Rich is getting ready for the Sabbath study. If you were a Christian, you would call that Bible study. Wesley collects cards. Is it me? But sorting any types of cards is therapeutic. To an extent, it's like, so Ethan's working out on a deal for his superfractor. Now he's, where the hell are my printing plates? None of the printing plates. Oh, wait, one. He does have one in possession, but the others are not, have not hit the wild. You know, sorting cards is therapeutic, but it's also like having a great steak dinner. A great steak dinner is great, but then if you have it 2 nights in a row, it's not as great. And if you have it, it's the, what is it? The law of diminishing returns. So then it becomes, at some point, sorting cards becomes work. And when it is work, it's really work. That sounds like something Yogi Berra would say. When it is work, it's work. Let's see. Some claim Molitor is a J or twin. Oh man. And I don't even know I would not claim him as a Blue Jay. How long was he on the Blue Jays? Doesn't seem like that long. Paul Molitor played 21 years? So let's take a look. Let's see. He played for the Brewers no, man, nobody can claim him as a Blue Jay or a twin. He didn't even play for the Blue Jays. He didn't even play for a non-Brewers team until his age 36 season. He played for the Brewers from age 21 all the way through his age 35 season. Paul Molitor, hands down a Milwaukee Brewer. He played 15 years with the Brewers, 3 years with the Twins, and 3 years with the Brewers. And those 6 years were the final 6 years of his career. Paul Molitor, Milwaukee Brewer, without question. Now, hasn't he been in the Twins organization in other capacities? If you're talking player only, without question, 100% Milwaukee Brewer. If you're talking like what he's done for the organization, then I could see your argument for Minnesota Twins because I know he spent a lot of time in the Twins organization. Mookie says, do visiting teams ever sign at Cubs spring games? That's a great question. I don't know the answer. I'm sure on field. And here's how I think it works. The visiting teams will bus in, and then they are let out of the bus like in a secure area where fans are not able to reach. So the bus comes in and they like bus them to the back of Sloan Park into like some cavernous cave. But I'm sure they sign, like, if you get down when the gates open, run down to the visiting team's dugout. I'm sure there's probably a way to get autographs down there. But as far as like entering and leaving the stadium, no. You'd have to do it like down by the dugouts once you get in the actual park. John says, I look at delivered, never received as a 50-50 chance of being a scam. I'm with you 100% on that. 100%. Paul Heath says, I just went through this eBay. Will refund. Jacqueline, what's up? I just refund because you can still file a claim even when it shows delivered. There you go. Always have them claim through eBay first. Absolutely. 100%. Negative feedback on a delivered item seems like a fantasy. I know. That shouldn't even be. And actually, now that I speak that out, you might be able to have that retracted from eBay since it shows delivered. And I bet eBay will probably take it off. Let's see. So I am going to I'm going to give you a live update on Ethan Roberts might be getting his superfractor. Let's see. Buyer needs to have equity in the process. Don't just refund the process. You have to complete the process. Is that how they say it in the NFL with the pass? He has to complete the process. Victor, the rookie card specialist, what's happening? Good morning to you, Bo. Quick question. I want to start scheduling my listings. Can you speak on this? Tips and tricks? Oh, man, I am not the person that can answer this because I don't schedule listings. I can tell you I'm pretty sure they're free now. It used to be like 10 cents to schedule a listing. Here's my thoughts on it, though. And again, take it with a grain of salt because I don't schedule listings. The reason I don't schedule listings is because 99.5% of my listings are buy it now. And there's really not there's really not much of a benefit to scheduling a buy it now listing. Now, if you're listing auctions, then I think there's definitely a benefit because you don't want to start an auction at 8 a.m. on a Tuesday and it's going to run out at 8 a.m. The following Tuesday if it's a 7-day auction. So I would recommend scheduling auctions, definitely, but a buy it now, I don't see much of a benefit to scheduling a buy it now listing. Somebody else may differ, may have a differing opinion. Kyle, what's happening? My chat's all funked up. I did use I said in there, funked up. Let's see. Kyle says it seems like some buyers on eBay are unreasonable and way too quick to anger and leave negative feedback. Absolutely. What really annoys me with negative feedback is when they say the seller never communicated with me, but there was like no problem. Like they didn't communicate. I have one negative feedback. I have multiple negative feedbacks, but one of the negative feedbacks I have, let's see if it's still viewable. Let me view it. Let's see. And some of my negative feedbacks are legit. Like, yeah, they had a negative experience. Like my most recent negative feedback. Seller canceled the sale. I did because I didn't have the card. And I sent them a message. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, but I miscounted the number of cards. And he didn't get his card. He got a refund. He got his money back, but he didn't get his card. And he purchased the card from me, attempted to purchase the card from me because he wanted that card. That is a negative experience. I get it. I'm not going to argue with that. Let's see. And then there's, I didn't receive the product, but they never reached out. Here's the one. Never sent card. I was refunded money without any communication. This one really pissed me off. Never sent card. I was refunded money without any communication from seller on issue with delivery. Not only did I, refund him the money, but I sent him a message saying, hey, I'm sorry, I misplaced this card. I can't find it. By the way, that does happen. That doesn't mean a seller's being shady. In fact, I think by the time this all went down, the value it was Wander Franco, but I think the value actually declined. So it's not like it went up. It's not like I was trying to pull one over and it was a cheap insert card anyway. So I refunded the money. I messaged him saying, hey, I apologize. I can't find this card. Then he sends me this negative feedback that I never communicated, which is a lie. I sent him a message saying, hey, did you get this message? To which he never replied, to which I sent a third message, to which he never replied. So who's the non-communicator? A-hole? So, hey, sometimes you have to deal with that. But like I said, sometimes, and that's a legit negative feedback if he said, seller canceled the sale, I never got the card, but I got my money back. Like, yeah, I'm okay with that because it was my mistake. It was my mistake. I misplaced that card. I couldn't find it. My bad. That's a legit negative. But don't put it, the buyer never or the seller never communicated with me because that's an outright lie. I did communicate with you. Before I sent you the refund, I said, hey, I'm going to be sending you a refund because I can't find this card. If I ever find it, I'll send it to you. I never found it. If he would have said seller canceled the sale or, whatever, that's legit. But don't say I never communicated with you because that's just a blatant lie. And then when I follow up with you 2 messages saying, hey, did you not see this message? And then come on, man. Bing Scott says, does negative feedback carry much weight on a $1.50 card? I mean, I will say it depends. I mean, if it's a negative feedback and you only have 100 transactions, that's not good. I have 6 negative feedbacks in the last 12 months, but I have 14,176 positive feedbacks. So it's all like, if you have 6 negative feedbacks and you only have 1,000 positive feedbacks in the last 12 months, that's not a good ratio. But I would say 6 negative feedbacks on over 14,000 feedback transactions. Because I get feedback on about 40% of my transactions. Let's see. John says sticker auto. I assume $1,000 is 1 day's per diem for MLB players. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I wonder what per diem is. I'm going to ask what per diem. I will tell you, Shohei Ohtani is paid $250. I have this from a confirmed source. $250 per auto for Ohtani. I can tell you a lot of other players are not getting anywhere near $250 per auto. And now you're saying, but most of those autos probably aren't even worth, if he's in Bowman Platinum, a base Bowman Platinum Shohei Ohtani auto is not worth $250, but there you go. Favorite Cub you've watched, favorite Cub you never got to watch. Oh man. Favorite Cub that I've watched. This is tough. So recency bias. I'm going to say Javi Baez. Javi Baez, number one, mainly for his defense. At the bat, Kyle Schwarber from a bat. I mean, he was like, when he came to the plate, you wanted to watch. So I'd say fielding Javi Baez, batting Kyle Schwarber, pitching and recency bias in our recent success, 2016, pitching the 2 years of Jake Arrieta, 2015 Jake Arrieta and 2016 Jake Arrieta. I mean, just arguably the greatest pitching season in baseball history. There's very few that would compare. Bob Gibson in 69 would compare. And I think that's kind of the benchmark. And I think Jake Arrieta was right there in 2015. So those would be pitching Arrieta, but those 2 seasons, Javi Baez for his defense, Kyle Schwarber at the plate. Talking Tatis, okay, Card Dealer Pro and Fujitsu scanner equals 30 sales yesterday. Shipping depth needs an upgrade now. Yes, I love it. Look at those results. Let's see. Where we at? I'm looking back to see Interesting. I'm reading through I don't want to share because it's in a private chat. Let's see where we at. Cooter says, heading to my LCS today to pick up an oddball set I blame Keating for. Sending a set completist, a first type card in a rack is not an act of kindness. Sending a set completist, a first type card in a rack is. Dave, what's happening? I never miss an episode. What am I going to do when you're not on this week? I will be on occasion. So I won't. I will be bringing my camera and my laptop to Arizona with me. I did so last year. I think I went live like every other day from spring training. So I would say, so I will go. I'll be live Monday morning, Tuesday morning, as scheduled. Wednesday I probably won't because I'll be tired from traveling, and I probably will not have done anything spring training wise because I'll probably just go straight to the hotel Tuesday night. But you never know. And then Wednesday, I don't expect a show Wednesday because I'll probably just wake up and go out to the ball field. So maybe Thursday morning I'll do a live show, and then let's see, Saturday maybe Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, and then by a week from Wednesday I'll be back on the regular routine because my flight is early morning Tuesday the 14th. So I will at 7 a.m. Central. Let's see, 7 a.m. Central. What time is that? 7 a.m. Central. Oh, 7 a.m. Central on Tuesday morning, the 14th. I'll likely be arriving to the airport. Let's see. Where are we at? John says, Tom, your package is on schedule for arrival in Oregon. Vernon in the house. What's up, Vernon? Victor says, okay, thanks. I was coming from the angle in order to list something every day. Yes. And I see. Okay. And that's key. Yes, Victor. I'm glad you followed up and mentioned that. Yes. I think that's crucial. I think that is a good idea. And I think I'm always thinking of time, like 7 p.m., not actual scheduling it out for different days. Yes. I think that's very beneficial just so there's listings going in every day. Yes, from that standpoint, absolutely. I think that's key. So I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking of it from that angle. Kyle says in our non-sports card eBay sales, when someone is disappointed, we offer refund or free replacement. Many times they opt for getting mad and leaving negative feedback. That's typically how it goes. Let's see. Where are we at? John says, as someone who sells mostly vintage non-sports, I get no negatives. The people who buy this stuff are very even-keeled, no TMZ generation stuff. I only sell dupes, so my backup is pulling from my collection. I stapled through a 50s card in packing once. It's now in my collection. Who is Oregon? Sam Hill, what's up? What in the Sam Hill? Complete your set listings, or you charge the standard 30-cent fee for each sale within that listing. Seems impossible to make any profit if you're selling each card at 99 cents and free shipping. So, yes. So, if you sell a single card at 99 cents in free shipping, you lose money. In a complete your set listings, the benefit to variation listings, which is a complete your set listing, is you can do volume discounts, and it only counts as one listing. Okay. So that's the main benefit to variation listings. So instead of listing 200 cards and using up 200 of your monthly allotment of listings, you're only using one. That does count against when you sell them, though. It counts against your listing. And I think even non-sales, you may have limits to how many cards you can list. So you'll have to look into your limitations. But yes, if you say you sell 10 99-cent cards to 10 different buyers from the same listing, you are charged 30-cent transaction fee on each of those transactions. The benefit is it only counts as one listing, but all fees apply. Where are we at? John says Tom's cards always stop off on the West Coast before reaching him. Zach John's postmaster thinks Oregon and OR and OK are the same state. Let's see. Greatest pitching season. Oh my. Let me follow up on that. I would say modern era. And by modern, I mean like let's just say post-war. We're not going to include the dead ball era. We'll say 50s to current. We've got a lot going on in this chat. Let's see. Oh, okay. No additional updates. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at? Steve says update on eBay GTC auto renew issue. The 250 monthly free listings in other categories do not count towards future free 250 listings when they auto renew. So auto renew it does count as so if you have 250 items in your store, whether or not they're 30 days or good till canceled, it's still a listing. So you get a set amount each month, no matter if it's a 30-day window or a good till canceled. So if you want to, so here's my suggestion. If you don't want those auto renews to auto renew, don't auto renew them. If that makes any sense. Do 30-day, because then when they end, you don't have to worry about getting charged on listings you don't want in there, and you can put a new 250 listings in there. So that's your workaround. Let's see. John says, at me when he wins the quadruple crown. Steve says, in theory, you can have 2,500 listings in 10 months and be paying $0 in renewals. That's why I was confused. Victor says, have you seen or spoken about that new feeder Fujitsu came out with? Yes. In fact, I have. The person who designed that sent me a prototype, not the feeder, but, and I think they're actually for sale now. It's a stand and a collection box. So basically, what I was using was I had I think it was like an Amazon box. I sat my scanner on top of an Amazon box, and then I had cut basically like a 400 count box. I had cut the side off. So then the cards fed in to a BCW box. Now there's a feeder and it's got soft, it's got like cushion so the cards don't, you know, get banged up. So he sent me one of those and it's perfect. It looks, it's sharp. It looks nice. It doesn't look like freaking used cardboard boxes. So yeah, but I don't have the feeder system. I don't know if I get the benefit to it, but I don't, I don't think I would, I don't think it's for me. I just don't think that feeder system is for me. And the reason is because say you can fit 100 cards and it goes in, then you have to make sure your box collector is tall enough. Then you're going to have to raise your scanner. It seems like more work than just to feed in 20 or 30 at a time. Like with the 8170, I can put like a stack of 25 cards in and boom. And it's just super easy. When those scan, boom, my next 25, my next 25. I feel that is actually a time saver against putting a 100 card stack, making sure, you know, because you're still feeding them probably. You're not going to take a 100 pile stack and put it in this auto feeder. You're probably going to do it 25 at a time or 30 at a time or whatever. So that's how my brain thinks. Maybe it is beneficial. I don't know. But it's not something that, you know, if they sent me one, I'd try it out. But it's not something I would go out and buy. Let's see. Herman's up. What's up, Herman? He's late. Good morning. Sam says, thank you for the thorough answer. You bet. Talking Tati says, do you have a video on how to do a pick your card drop down listing? I do. Let me link it for you. I do, but I think eBay changes like every 6 months. So I don't think it's up to date, but it might help you regardless. How to list variation on eBay. It's got a ton of views. So I probably should. It's one of those where it should show up on the first page. It used to. Let's see. eBay variation. There it is. How to create a variation listing. 18,000 views, and it doesn't even have a thumbnail. Let's see. Comment. Oh, copy. So this is the video I did. Again, I think it's outdated. I think they've changed some of the tabs and stuff, but it's only like a 2-minute video. I wanted to keep it concise. It might help you. Again, there's likely going to be some different tabs and stuff. I watched it last night. It's still close enough that I was able to. Oh, perfect. There you go. Sam watched it last night. It was close enough that he was able to replicate. That's awesome. Have a great time in Arizona. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So I think that's all I had for today. We went over an hour anyway. So have a great Saturday. Check out my eBay store. Link in the description of this video. Buy 7 or more cards at regular price. Get 25% off. Added some Bowman prospects, some Jason Dominguez. Who else? I listed some Dylan Beavers. That's just a fun name. Let's see. I think I listed some Roderick Arias from the Yankees. So check that out. We'll be live tomorrow morning. Again, I have no idea what time. Varies on the weekends. Might be 7:30 again. Might be 9:30. I don't know. So we'll go live tomorrow morning. I'll be live Monday and Tuesday. And then I'll be on a flight to Arizona. Spring training 2023, hanging out with my Club 400 friends. Can't wait. So I will go live a couple times while I'm out in Mesa. So have a great weekend. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk tomorrow.